Even though it's about to be April, I'm going to be bringing y'all my 26 books I want to read 2026. My goal for this year is to read 100 books, and most of these books I've had for a long time, so I really want to get them read so I can get more books, because I'm on a no buy until I read at least 50 books, and I'm halfway to 50 so far for this year, so that's good. But yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So we're gonna start off with one of my oldest books on my Goodreads account, whatever, and that is called The Kiss Thief by L.J. Shen, and it's an arranged marriage apparently. I'm pretty sure this is like a dark romance with like billionaires. I read one of the other books called My Dark Romeo, and it's down here, and I gave that book 5 stars. I loved it, so I'm pretty sure I'll love this. I also have the other book. Yeah, my bookshelf is bare because I have to pull up 26 books. My Dark Desire, I think I'll like this book too, and I know there's a third book and I will be buying that to match. I love the covers. This is the first one I bought. Next up we have Guild by Raven Kennedy, and I plan to read this whole series this year, but for the sake of this video I'm only showing y'all the first book in all the series that I plan to read. Technically it's more than 26 books I want to read this year, but why would y'all want to see 10 of the same book, you know? Like, no. But yeah, I do plan on doing a whole reading vlog dedicated to the whole series, and I plan to read this book in April. I really want to get into a good fantasy series. Talking about series, I actually need to finish The Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, and I have read the first book. I did like the first book. I started reading the second book as soon as I finished the first book, but for some reason I wasn't in the mood, and so I soft DNF'd the book. But I do plan on reading it because everybody loves the series. I remember rating the book really good, but something about seeing the characters are just him without a hand. I don't know guys, but yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, just not in the mood for it yet. I also have Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the second book. I do want to finish this whole series. I do have all the books here too, surprisingly, because sometimes I don't have the full series, but I do like this book. Last time I remember I did it in a 24-hour readathon. I don't know what video. It was some video that I did. I remember that because I remember we had like no power and I was reading in the car, so I remember that it was in Georgia. For a brand new series, Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Everybody knows this book if you're on Book Talk. That's the reason why I got into this. I do have the whole entire series up until I think 7 or 10, whichever one is the last one. I plan to read these in pairs. I'll read this and then Redeeming 13. All I know is that apparently it's sad, and I don't know if I'm into that right now, because right now I'm reading a book called Blood Slaves, and it's really infuriating because it's about slavery, and it's just making me think that yeah, if I was during those times I would not be alive. Like, there's no way. I don't know how I got into that tangent. Anyways, to finish off a series, I want to read Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I loved the first book. Her books, I fly through these books so quick. Did she write the fine print? She made the fine print, and the fine print, like the whole series, I loved it. I flew through it. The first book I flew through, and I literally only bought the first book because I wanted to read this book, and I still haven't read it. I will be reading this soon. It's huge, but I know I'm gonna love it and eat it up. Next up, in a totally different genre, I have Immortal Dark by Tigress Girma, and I'm pretty sure that this is a horror book. Maybe the way it looks reminds me of a horror book, but I'm not really sure. This is vampires. The book I'm reading right now is about vampires too. I don't really know, but there's a second book. Apparently everybody likes this book but not the second book. Who knows if I'm gonna read the second book, honestly. We see that I don't really finish series here. I have the long-awaited Pucking Around by Emily Rath. Y'all, I love hockey. I only got into hockey this season, last year. My favorite team actually is the Chicago Blackhawks. Connor Bedard, love him. I also watched Heated Rivalry, and because of that I listened to the book on audiobook when I was driving to Georgia. Because I watched the film first, when I listened to the book, I pictured the exact scene, so that was really cool. It has nothing to do with this book, but hockey, I don't know. I'm kind of getting delirious right now. Then I have None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Pretty sure this is a thriller book. Oh my god, it is so dusty. Ooh. Okay, so if you like Very by Colleen Hoover, you'll like this one. I did like that book actually. I listened to it on Libby. I then have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. For all y'all that don't know, I recently just watched The Hunger Games, and by recently I mean probably like 2 years ago. The first one I watched was this one. So my viewpoint on The Hunger Games is skewed from everybody else because personally I like President Snow, but I only like Snow because of this movie. And when I watched Hunger Games, the first movie, I'm pretty sure it's Hunger Games the first, I don't know if it's that, I'm pretty sure it's Hunger Games, that's what it's called, the first movie. I hate PETA. I don't understand anybody who likes PETA. Me and PETA has real beef, but me and Snow is kind of chill. I like him. So I'm kind of interested to see how far off the movie is from here because I really like that movie. Will I be reading the rest of the Hunger Games series? No, I will not. No, because I don't care about them, honestly. I just like Snow and what's her name? I don't remember her name. I don't even, oh, Y'all, I forgot I bought this book in England too. I bought it in England at the airport. Good fond memories. Then we have Hideaway by Penelope Douglas, the second book in the Devil's Night series. And yeah, I loved Corrupt. I actually have to buy the rest of the series. I tried to take off the sticker, but because it was wet, it kind of ruined it. And I low-key get this book and God of Malice kind of confused. The characters kind of confused me a little bit, but like once I read my review, then I remember the characters separately. Okay, continuing on that theme, I have Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I've had this book for a long time too. I hate this cover, but I think I'll love the story. I think this is the one where a huge age gap, but yeah, I don't mind an age gap. Even in real life, I don't mind an age gap. Can't lie. Moving on from that area, we have A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. And I know this book is sad and I will cry, and I'm just not in the mood to cry right now. I've been sad all week. I need to be happy. I will be coming to this book eventually. Honestly, I have no idea what this book is about, but is it about alcohol? Like, do they have an alcoholic problem? Because whiskey? Am I connecting dots already? I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. Then I have The Inmate by Frida McFadden. And y'all, lately I've been loving her books. I actually listened to her last book, Ward D. I actually really liked Ward D. I rated it 4 stars. So this book, I'm very interested to see. Then we have Of Cages and Crowns by Brianna Joy Crump. Y'all see these tabs? I started this book probably in 2024 and I never continued it. So I soft DNF it because I never DNF a book. That's my red flag. I don't. But I will be getting to this book. I don't really remember what happened. Actually, I do. She's a girl, but I don't think they can have girls. No, she's a girl, but she has powers, and her mom was hiding her powers, so she dresses like a boy, and now she's on the run. I think that's what I remember from this book, but I will be reading this over because I don't exactly remember. This is just off the dome, and the dome ain't always right. Then I have Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. Oh my god, are all these people having the same no, I'm tripping. Not everybody has the same last name, but I heard this is good things. I'm pretty sure there's a second book coming out. I'm not sure if the second book is out yet. That's the reason why I haven't read this book, because I wanted to read this book when I first got it last year, but I'm pretty sure the second book wasn't out last year, so I didn't read it. If something leaves off on a cliffhanger, I can't read the book. Literally, my favorite series, Spark of the Everflame, I know the third book leaves off on a cliffhanger, so I haven't read the third book. So when the last book comes out, then I'll read the whole series again, because I loved the first 2 books, so I want to read it again. Then I have Feathers So Vicious by Liv Xander. This is the first book. It's a dark fantasy it's right here, a dark fantasy romance. I know there's a second book. I probably will be buying the second book. I just bought the first book first to see if I like it, because my problem is sometimes I'm buying the second book and I don't even like the first book, so then I have to give away the second book. I heard great things about this. Then I have Five Broken Blades by Mai Corland. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to read it, but apparently I read some reviews and they don't like it because there's so many characters and they always switch point of views. I love me a switching point of view, so I don't mind it as long as it's not in third person. I don't care about the point of view. Oh no, it says I. Okay, I just turned to random page, it said I, so I'll be fine. I'm pretty sure there's 2 more books in the series, so if I like this book, then I'll continue the series. It's basically the theme of this video. If I like the book, I'm gonna continue the series. If I don't like the book, I will not continue the series. Then I have Brittle Prince by Sophie Lark. I know it has a bunch of books in the series, but I'm pretty sure they're all standalone. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that though. I think I got this in a blind date with a book probably 2 years ago too. Then I have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, and I'm pretty sure this book is very sad. I'm pretty sure that's what people were saying. I haven't heard this book in a long time though. I also know it's a sports romance, but I don't know what sport. He's a quarterback. Okay, it's football. I'm not a football person, but I like sports and I like a good romance. I'm still gonna read it. I think there's a second book to this. I probably will not read the second book honestly, but I don't know if there's a second book, so don't quote me on it, okay? I'm a noob reader, what can I say? Then I have Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, and I did also start to read this book. I went up to chapter 4. I don't remember a single thing that I read. I don't think I was in the right headspace to read this. Somebody recommended me this book, so I bought it. I have the whole series actually right here. I have the whole series right here. I will be finishing the series. I just need to be in the right headspace. Then I have A Little Life by Hanya Yana. Sorry if I don't know how to say her name, but I know this is super sad, and my friend, she really likes this book. I want to read it just so I can talk to her about it. But again, I'm not in the mood to cry right now. Right now I'm in the mood for some true love. I don't like the cover because I don't like this man. Then I have Darkly by Marisha. I also don't know what this book even is about. I didn't buy it. I got it as a gift. I just asked for it because I like the cover. And I also got Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie, also for Valentine's Day when I got that book. I don't know what this book is about. I just like the cover. And my last book that I want to read for this year is Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight. I know this is a dark romance. If y'all don't know, dark romance is possibly my favorite genre, and then fantasy, but dark romance was like my first favorite thanks to Haunting Adeline. Y'all, I actually lied. I forgot my last book. Actually, my last book is Serpent and Dove by, I don't really know who the author is because I can't take the book out. That's why I forgot about this book. But I do want to finish this whole series because I bought the series, so might as well. I don't know what it's about. I don't really know because I can't get the book out, so I can't even show y'all right now. Now we're done. That was the 26 books that I want to read this year. Hopefully I do get to all of them, because some of them, now that I look at it, it's like, will I want to read it? Yes, I will read it, y'all. I will. I'll make some videos dedicated to reading these books. Yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys on Friday for my next video.